let me set the stage real quick. So this is a retail pet shop, and a fairly large one, say, I don't know, 3,000 square feet, whatever. A fairly large pet shop that's purely exotics, reptiles, amphibians, invertebrates, and in the corner is a corner row of old vision cages that's purely dedicated to venomous. And what we would do is we had fish tank stands, and we would corner off that corner of the store quadrant, and we would have venomous training back there. And basically, you'd have myself, Zach, Rachel, some other people, and we would remove the animal from the enclosure and go through procedures and protocols, clean the cage, feed them, water them, whatever, put them back, that whole jazz. And we would do that twice a week. Back in the day, we used to wear safety glasses, right? Because you have a snake that can spit, and you don't want to get venom in the eyes because
They
that's
aim for your
really
eyes.
bad. So we are cleaning cages, and there was a black and white spitting cobra that Rachel was going to clean the cage. And it was just me and Rachel and this other guy, Rob, who
Rob.
Matt Rob. So Matt Rob had walked away to go get trash bags or something. And I was letting Rachel do her thing, right? You know, I'm there just in case something happens, but Rachel knows what she's doing. She's trained, she's confident. So she extracts the animal from the enclosure. Everything's going good. She puts it in a large trash can that we have, allocated for holding venomous snakes. And she's cleaning the cage. Again, everything was textbook by the book. She's got glasses on. I'm outside the barrier. And at the time I was wearing
You had like the worker glasses, which are kind of like a shatterproof glass if you were doing like work in your yard, but they cover your
exactly
face pretty well.
right, but they didn't cover the side here, the temple didn't cover the temple. But I'm also outside the barrier. I'm like 7-8 feet away from her. So she's
So
she
far
did
away.
everything. Yeah, she did everything perfect. And she takes the snake out. She has the snake on the hook. Everything is going smooth as butter. And as she's about to put the snake back in the enclosure, I noticed that she forgot to put the water bowl back in. So I said, "Hey, Rach, don't freak out. You forgot to put the water bowl back." I said, "Just step to the side, and I'll grab the water bowl and I'll put it in for you." And she does just that. She steps to the side, and I walk up, and as soon as I put the water bowl in the tank, she says, "Hey, Phil, he's looking right." Wham! He sprays the side of my face, and it goes in both eyes. So, and that's the worst thing is that like you're wearing safety glasses. Like
But you're
I didn't,
sideways. You didn't
yeah,
expect
I didn't think. And her saying she
I
she
think when I
tried.
said that, it caused him to turn
Yeah.
towards it. Like if I hadn't said that, he wouldn't have been sprayed. It didn't matter who's looking
Yeah.
at him, but it was. Because I was holding the
That
snake,
wasn't.
but it was like, I mean, it was out to get him. It was not looking at me, and I was like, oh, it's looking at you.
Yeah. So I got that, and I was like, oh, you got me. I was like, just put him back, put him away. So she puts the snake away, and like I said, she did everything exactly by the book. She did everything perfect. It had nothing to do with her technique or her
23-year-old Rachel did her best.
It literally had nothing to do with Rachel at all.
Yeah.
It was purely I should have had a shield that protected the side of my face. And so we go in the bathroom, and I'm flushing my eyes out with water because it literally feels like you take a lit cigarette and roll it into each pupil. That's what it feels like. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna fucking suck. And the manager of the store, Greg Bryant, who we spoke about earlier, a wealth of knowledge, he came over and he's like, hey, we gotta go get milk because the proteins in the milk are gonna neutralize the enzymes in the venom. And I'm like, okay. So he was
it's like
working.
neutralizing spicy in your mouth,
Right.
It made sense.
Yeah. Like when you eat peppers and stuff. Yeah.
And a lot of times if you don't have an actual eye flushing station like they have at the hospital where it's actually blowing away like high pressure water,
like in science class,
hard to do it with like the flash up.
If you're splashing water, you're just splashing it around. You're just moving it around. So I look at Rachel. I'm like, go across the street to Target and get milk. And she's like, okay. She leaves, and this is just painful. It's just rough. And she immediately comes back. I guess there was like a Subway sandwich shop next door or something. I don't know where she went, but she comes back with a little thing of children's chocolate milk. And I remember losing my cool, and I'm like, what are you, stupid? What am I supposed to do with this?
Like, it's gonna burn even more. It's got sugar.
White milk. Just go across the street to Target and get white milk. And she's like, okay. She leaves, and she comes back in 2 seconds later. She goes, should I get like 2% or whole? And then the whole store, there's like 4 or 5 employees there. They're like, just get the milk, like everyone at the same time, which made it funny, made me giggle a little bit. And
I was
she
worried I'd
comes
mess
back.
it up again.
Nah, yeah, she comes
They
back
didn't
and
specify. They just said milk. To be
yeah,
fair,
yeah.
to be fair,
So
I didn't. I
and,
was
and she's under stress.
my
She's
little
freaking out.
ADHD went. My ADHD brain was like short circuiting.
And again, she's under the microscope, so I get it. And I'm standing there and like I'm just breathing, just trying to just keep my cool because I know that I'm going to get help. Like it's gonna happen,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
And she comes back with white milk, and I go in the bathroom with Greg, and Greg's like, all right, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna lean your head to the side. We had like a mop sink. And he's like, you're gonna lean your head to the side, you're gonna hold your eye open, and I'm just gonna pour the milk right in your eye. But don't worry, it's gonna be instant relief. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, I'm holding my arm, just do it, man. Just freaking do it. Just get it over with. And he's like, all right, 1, 2, 3, splash, splash. All right, now the other eye, splash, splash. And no joke, it was like, ooh, instant relief.
That's amazing.
And then
Greg is so awesome.
Both eyes shriveled up like raisins. Oh shit, it's cold. It's cold. Oh my God. It was so cold. And your eye starts to quiver and prune up. And he's laughing his ass off. I didn't tell you about the temperature. He thinks it's hilarious.
Oh no.
And
running under hot water for
I've had that happen before when I had to use the eye wash to get that solvent, like I said, out of my eyes. And we keep our eye wash in the cooler in the summertime, at least, with all of our drinks and stuff, because the last thing I want to do is grab a solvent like the eye solution out of a hot truck when it's 122 degrees in Arizona.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Speaking from experience, doing that eye wash with the cold solution, dude, it's a strange feeling. It's weird. It's
so weird. So again, we get instant relief, and what nobody tells you is the milk. I don't know if it's the lactose itself, but it gets in your tear ducts, and you basically cry white for like a day.
Whole day?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
you didn't tell me that part. I didn't remember that part.
Yeah, it was like at least 4 or 5 hours because you continue to cry just because of the trauma.
You put so much up there, yeah.
Here I am holding these paper towels against my eye as I cry white. And at the time I smoked, and I went outside for a cigarette, and I'm leaning against the wall having a cigarette, crying my eyes out white. And Rachel comes out like this little girl with her hands in front of her, and she goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault." She goes, "Okay." She's like, "What'd you do with the chocolate milk?" And I said, "I drank it." She goes, "Oh, I wanted to drink it." And I was like, "Get the hell out of here. Just get back inside." And she ran inside in there. But yeah, that was a very, very fluke freak thing.